Welcome back to Big Mouth and fancy seeing you here. A very, very good morning, whoever you are, wherever you're from, whatever you're doing. Killers, good people, churchgoers, don't care. If you're here, I love you. Right, let's talk about this breaking MCU news, which hammers a heart into these hypocrites, right? So it's about Black Widow, and I just want to read you something from comicbook.com. With Black Widow being one of the most beloved characters in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Marvel Studios made sure to meet with a number of female directors before reportedly signing Kate Shortland on to helm the spy solo adventure. Argentinian director Lucrecia Martel recently claimed that she had previously met with Marvel about potentially getting involved with the production, but turned down the opportunity partly due to being told she wouldn't be an active participant in orchestrating the film's action scenes. Let's see what she says. I received an email from Marvel for a meeting because they were looking for directors for Black Widow. So I went to the 10th anniversary reunion. I actually signed this thing. Well, I can't talk about that reunion. Ridiculous. Marvel and the other such production houses are trying to involve more female filmmakers. Martel shared in October with the Pioneer that they also told me, don't worry about the action scenes. We will take care of that. I was thinking, well, I would love to meet Scarlett Johansson, but also I would love to make the action sequences. Oh, dear, dear, dear. While this is understandably a frustrating experience for any director, being told not to worry about the complicated action sequences seems to fit in line with Marvel Studios' track record. Anthony and Joe Russo, who have directed massive spectacles like Captain America, Civil War and Avengers Infinity War, had previously focused primarily on directing TV sitcoms, which really says everything about this franchise, doesn't it? Before joining the MCU, similarly, Thor Ragnarok director Taika Waititi career mostly focused on comedies prior to the effects-filled spectacle. That's not a surprise either. It's possible that Marvel Studios explicitly told Martel she was prohibited from getting involved in action scenes, yet it's also possible that these comments were intended to alleviate apprehension resulting from the ideal of orchestrating complex visual effects and stunts. Oh, come off it. It's ridiculous. As a director, you know that if you're doing a Marvel movie or a DC movie, you know there's going to be big effect scenes, big set pieces. Why would you not want to be involved? Why would you be interested if you weren't interested in doing that? Martel added, companies are interested in female filmmakers. Now listen to this. Companies are interested in female filmmakers, but they still think action scenes are for male directors. The first thing I asked them was maybe if they could change the special effects because there's so many laser lights. I find them horrible. Also, the soundtrack of the Marvel film is quite horrendous. Maybe we disagree on this, but it's really hard to watch a Marvel film. It's painful to the ears to watch Marvel films. Oh my God. Despite the filmmaker turning down the opportunity, she did confirm that Marvel's approach to film would be to offer perspectives that were different from every other MCU film. I do believe another female director is making the movie. The director noted that they told me in the meeting was we need a female director because we need someone who is mostly concerned with the development of Scarlett Johansson's character, and the man wouldn't be interested in that. You know what I mean? This is ridiculous. Basically, that's it. Now, I want to, we call her Martel, right, because her first name's a bit hard to pronounce. Right, this is interesting. This is what makes me laugh about these sites, bloggers and pundits. They're reporting on something that's really negative, but they're still trying to put that spin on it because they don't want to make an enemy of Disney. Well, I don't mind making an enemy of Disney. In fact, I've already made an enemy of Disney many years ago because I hate them. I despise them. Growing up, I loved Disney. I loved their animated movies and their family films. But now, you know, I see them for what they are, and they're gangsters. It's as simple as that. This is not what Walt Disney dreamed of when he created this company. We know what Walt Disney was about, and it was a beautiful idea. It was a beautiful ambition. This isn't beautiful. So anyway, right, let's talk about this because this is extremely interesting. So she claims that movie companies in Hollywood want to look for female directors, but they don't think females can do action scenes. No, she's wrong. She's wrong. This is obviously outrageous what happened. But if she was directing, let's say, Birds of Prey or Wonder Woman, she would have been allowed to get on with it and create. Do you think Warner Brothers would have said, right, here's an action specialist? Of course not. And the prime example is Patty Jenkins' action sequences in Wonder Woman. They're brilliant. They're brilliant. And she did the choreography for them. But she wasn't too proud not to go to Zack Snyder and say, look, Zack, I want to line up these action sequences with the other films. Can you just help me out here? But she was the one predominantly who set up the choreography for them and set up what the action sequences would be. No Man's Land. No, I mean, it's not necessarily an action scene when it is, and it isn't. But if a director can do that, so let's not talk crap about, studios not rating female directors. That's absolute nonsense. That's balls. The reality is here, a company like Disney wants to look like they're interested in equality. So the thing is in Hollywood now, if there's a female lead, it's got to be a female director, which is so stupid, right? Just get a bunch of directors in, male and female, and make a decision on the best one. That might be a female, that might be a male. It's not difficult. But when you go down this woke road and you want to look woke, but you're actually not, you're actually a bunch. That's the problem. A lot of these people in Hollywood are still kind of got this cave people attitude. So they pretend they're all woke. Yeah, we love women. But you don't. You just want to look like you're giving equal opportunities to women. And that's the problem. Now, the difference is with Warner Brothers, yes, they want to look woke too. But they put the suit on and the hat, and they give it to the best female director they can, and they let her get on with it. Now, in Patty Jenkins, they actually found the best director for the job. No one would have done a better job than Patty on that film, whether it was a man or a woman. It was brilliant, and that was proof that she should be there. Not because she's a woman, because she's the right person. Now, I don't agree female leads should be directed by women and male leads should be directed by men. It's ridiculous. Just get the bloody best person for the job. But this is the problem with SJWs. And what was the last line that Marvel said to her? We want a woman because we want someone who's interested in developing Scarlett Johansson's character. So a man wouldn't do that. A man can't develop a female character. Only a woman. It's stupid. The whole thing is stupid. And they've been caught with their pants down here. But what's worse, this woman actually starts dissing laser lights and special effects and the music. Now, I don't know, maybe this genre isn't for her. Now, we don't know what really happened here. She partly turned down the part of directing this because of what they said to her. It seems to me, reading between the lines, and it isn't good. Listen, this isn't good at all. This is bad PR for Disney and Marvel Studios, and I'm sure they shine a more accurate light to it. But basically, I think this woman already had a stick up her arse if she's telling them, I don't want laser lights, I don't like your music. This is a CBM, sweetheart. If you don't like that, what are you doing here? So a bit odd, but I would think, reading between the lines, it sounds like sour grapes. But I'm not saying she's a liar. I'm not disbelieving her for sure. I mean, she's right. She's got a point here. I mean, they want to look like they want to give it equal opportunities, but that's not really what they're doing. So they've got another female now directing this film. This is one of the few MCU films I'm actually excited about. So what do you think? Do you believe what she's saying? Do you think the MCU and Disney are secretly sexist, but just want to look like they're woke? I tell you what, this is the problem with what's going on in Hollywood right now. They've become all political. They've gone mad since Trump got in. And now they're getting themselves in trouble because all you have to do is employ the best people for the jobs. And sometimes that will be women. Sometimes that will be men. Sometimes that will be white people, minorities, the best person. In the case of Patty Jenkins. And this is where Disney just don't get it.